Should he refuse for some reason, I will need Father's aid. I must apprise him of the situation.
Too late.
Lord Dragan, Prince Roland is here from the Crown City.
What's this? Prince Roland and my friends of House Wolfort.
Yeah, you're trying to backstab us, buddy. Unfortunately, my character doesn't know this.
To what do I owe the honor?
Apologies for the sudden nature of our visit, Dragan. I have come on Father's orders to offer our sincere gratitude, as well as to observe the mining operation.
Oh my god, just you watch, like, we're all here, right? The guy from Esfrost is gonna arrive. He's gonna try and assassinate Dragan or whatever. And we're gonna be branded a traitor because they're gonna think that, like, we're trying to sabotage the thing and we're trying to side with Esfrost and bring them whatever. Like, guarantee you, like, this will be a qui pro quo, and then we'll be kind of like stuck in between, like a rock and a hard place.
Splendid! The miners will no doubt be heartened by your highness's presence.
Does the mining continue apace?
Indeed it does. There are no problems to report. And what of your trip abroad, Lord Serenoa?
It was most enlightening indeed. We even brought something for you. I do hope it's to your liking.
A portrait of the goddess herself, drawn with... Is this dyed salt?
It is. I understand they are used as talismans in Hyzant.
This gift would fetch unfathomable value in the duchy. I cannot thank you enough.
It is enough to see you happy.
I am glad our deliberations were not in vain.
Dragan, I believe it was you who said the future is in the hands of the ardent youth. We are of like mind. Let us shape the future together.
Dude, we're so friendly to him.
Indeed. That future is close at hand.
Yeah, and he's trying to betray us too. Oh man, this is so weird.
I suspect we will reach across the border and ask for your cooperation in due course.
And I shall gladly assent.
Yes, we eagerly await your offer. Now then, I was thinking I might examine the quarry.
Wait, your highness! One of the tunnels caved in but a few days ago. I would advise against entering just now.
Did you not assure us moments ago that the mining continues apace?
The miners are working to repair the damage as we speak. It is simply too soon to allow you inside.
Was it caused by a blast?
It was, in fact. We were perhaps a bit overzealous in attempting to remove some of the bedrock.
I'd no idea your explosives were so powerful. How do you make them anyway?
I would love to tell you, your highness, but I'm afraid we must keep some of our secrets. What I can say is that salt is a vital ingredient.
Saltpeter?
Surely you jest.
I thought you'd be surprised. I could scarcely believe it myself at first. A gargantuan tome in the archives opened my eyes to the many uses for salt, beyond seasoning our daily dishes.
I'm kidding, by the way, but like, it's just funny because like salt and saltpeter are kind of like, yeah, it's similar name.
And now I pass what I've learned to you, Lord Serenoa, as a token of my gratitude for your visit.
Oh?
The power of salt.
'Tis a compendium of my research on the uses of salt. I encourage you to peruse it at your leisure.
I most certainly shall. 'Tis a most valuable gift.
Fascinating indeed. I too would like to read it when you are through, my lord.
I look forward to hearing your impressions.
At any rate, I see the sun hangs low. Shall we save a tour of the mine for the morrow?
I see the sun hangs low. From where? We're inside a mine. What?
Yes, perhaps that would be best.
Yes, of course. I shall prepare entertainment and lodgings for your party at once.
The power of salt to the notes. I'm curious to see, like, The mines appear to be operating apace. Perhaps I'll survey the operation more closely until my bedding is ready. Oh. Will I stumble up onto something, maybe? Ooh. Salt equal dust, taking cues from Ruby? I don't know, maybe. By the way, hi, Captain Chaz. How you doing? Let's check out the notes. The power of salt. Salt is foodstuff necessary for human survival, but that isn't all it is. It has myriad applications beyond the kitchen and contains within it the power to change our world as we know it. In this book, I, Dragan S. Frost, have recorded the results of my research in the Grand Duchy's archives, the culmination of everything I learned poring over ancient texts from all across Norzelia. For example, salting food is an excellent method of preservation, but doing so on a large scale is untenable due to the mineral's costly nature. If we could preserve large stores of food, it would be easier for people to travel over long distances or help us trade goods and supplies in even greater quantities. It could even become possible to explore the ether to unplumbable depths of the Byzantine desert, or to sail beyond the Great Falls in the south. Even more indispensable are salt's medicinal benefits. My predecessor used what limited salt they have to conduct various experiments. Though salt's scarcity makes it nigh impossible to put their findings into actual practice, they have shown that salt can be applied to great effect in developing medicine, producing materials such as leather or glass, and animal husbandry. Their research even suggests salt can be made into a volatile blasting agent. I expect even further possibilities will be discovered as the research progresses, though whether research can progress remains to be seen with the source under Izant's tight-fisted control, but we must not abandon hope for the better Nozelia salt could help us realize. So, for those that don't know, basically Izant is the nation of the desert. The entirety of all the salt that is in this world comes from one single salted lake that is located in the desert and is squarely in the middle of the capital city of the desert people, basically, like the Izant. So like all the salt come from there. Like that's the only source of salt we have. Someone must clear the way forward, else this new era of prosperity will die before it is ever born. What I am attempting to create will be vital to this effort. The potential of salt is the potential of Norzelia's future and that of all of us who dwell within this great realm. I dedicate this book to all those who, like me, are striving for a new era. May it help guide us to a brighter future. Okay, I guarantee you, what he found in the mine is salt. He found salt in the mine, and that would like throw the entire kingdom into chaos. Because salt has always been the single one resource Izant had. Oh, it is finite. Yeah, Raven, that's the thing, right? It is finite, but that's the only place they've ever found any, is that lake, or like around that lake. And that's why they call it the source, because they call it the source of all life. That specific lake. So if they found salt here in this mine here, right, then it means that it throws everything into chaos, because then their entire religion in Izant crumbles, because the entire religion is centered around the fact that there's nowhere else that there's salt except there. So they're saying that like they are the goddess chosen, and their job is to protect the only source of salt, right? So like it would throw their entire religion into chaos. It would throw the scales of power into chaos too, right? Because like if salt is found in Glenbrook, which is my kingdom, then there are two nations with salt and one without. So that's why like S. Frost is trying to get it, so that way they have leverage. I'm sure it's salt. It's got to be salt. It's got to be salt that's in the mine. That's also why is giving us the book, because he doesn't care not to have it anymore, because he's going to have a massive amount of salt that he will be able to personally kind of work with and stuff. So he doesn't need to have like this book around with him. I'm sure it's salt. I've come to deliver lunch to my husband and his fellow miners. They eat like horses, and yet I still manage to make too much. Frost is hard at work building a rail car that will transport the ore we take from the mines. This is supposed to be an iron mine. Can you imagine how much more efficient that will make the process? I never expected Prince Ronan, the Lord of House Wolfort himself, would grace us with her presence. This is truly an honor. I thank you for making the journey. Will one of you, one single one of you, fess up and tell me what's in the mine before like Dragan does something reckless? Must have been a hard journey to get here. The roads to the mines aren't exactly well worn. Watch your step as you return home, my lord. Okay. Despite the explosive collapsing one of the tunnels, mining appears to be on schedule. Running a mine, let alone one owned by 3 nations, is no easy task. The lack of unrest is a credit to Lord Dragan's leadership. To that end, indulge me with a hypothetical. Suppose you led this operation and an incident occurred. How would you respond? Seeing as it is a joint accord, I would resolve the matter peaceably with Izant and Frost's involvement. I would ear of the problems firsthand from the miners themselves. Issuing all orders blindly from above leads to chaos. I would order an investigation into the cause and find the party or parties responsible. There must be no cause for bad bloods between our nations. Oh. I would do one of these two things. I think both have merit. I think I would probably start by like talking to the miners, and then like if it was something major, then I would go with like the above, I think. Hey Rory, I am Lieutenant Frank Drebin himself. Hi, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Saw you followed the other day. I think it was yesterday. I really appreciate it, Frank Drebin. I do. Thank you. How are you doing? Rory, I am loving this game so far. This is full release today. This is the actual full release. I received it like literally, I think like 20 minutes before I started the stream. I received the game. So I'm very, very glad it got shipped just on time. So I was able to start my stream with the game instead of like playing something else and then swapping out. Honestly, I think it would go this one. I would hear of the problems firsthand from the miners themselves. Issuing orders blindly from above leads to chaos. I would have like a hands-on approach. Meet the problem where it lives and deal with it directly. You have a good head on your shoulders and an admirable desire to lead. However, you do not operate in isolation. Izant and Frost will see it as their duty to participate in the mediation process. So it will be up to us to deftly navigate those waters. I shall bear that in mind. Okay. Nice. I appreciate it, Raven. Thank you. Oh, you're playing FF6 right now. Very cool. I didn't know you jumped into FF6. That's so nice. How are you enjoying the Pixel remaster? Is there a ladder here? There's no ladder. I should probably talk to these people first. The one down there. It gladdens me to see a healthy contingent of miners from the duchy alongside your brethren from Glenbrook. No, just... Lord Dragan's father, Minister Svarog, is as capable a man as the Archduke himself. By all rights, he should be the nation's prime minister, and yet he's performing glorified border duty in the middle of nowhere. I can't imagine he's happy about it. Svarog, that's Frederica's uncle. If Minister Svarog is indeed as capable as this miner would have me believe, how did he end up a steward of Twinsgate? I don't know, but I feel like we should take that into consideration. How did I jumped down? Oh, weird. Okay. Didn't realize you could jump down. Interesting. Love it so far, suplexing trains and everything else that gets in my way. Oh, that's awesome. I'm waiting for the for a console release for those before I play those. I did play the first one on Steam, and I even bought a bunch of them on Steam. I think about like 1, 2, and 3. But my PC being what it is, I would rather wait for console release, like on the Switch, for example, and then play those on console, just to ensure that like I don't have to stop a playthrough midway because my PC dies or something, you know? Even though they don't require a whole lot of computing power, obviously, it just, yeah, I just can't trust my PC anymore. I was right to come with you. I do believe we've succeeded in lowering Dragon's Guard. We'll be sending the iron we mine here to the consortium. They'll want to account for it all, as they do with salt and all else. The mine here is under the jurisdiction of Claris. Never been a thing. It couldn't sell that one. It's under the control of what's his face? Claris, yeah, Claris. The future is what we make of it, Lord Serenoa. May the partnership with your house prove long and fruitful. As I see it, the mines are merely the beginning. We have much work to do, and I pray I can count on your assistance going forward. I mean, you would if you wouldn't lie to my face. Mining schedules. The X day of X month, X year. Geological survey complete. High likelihood good quality iron ore is present, though buried deep under hard bedrock. Mining it should be possible with explosives. Start of trial dig. Trial dig with explosive successful. Discovered vein of iron ore. Start of mine shaft construction. Start of iron ore excavation. Grand Norzelian mines commemoration ceremony. Encountered bedrock harder than anticipated. Used explosive to blast our way through, and then nothing else afterwards. They didn't keep any trace on notes of what they found, obviously. They wouldn't want me to find that. No, I have not. No, it's too expensive. I'm skipping it entirely. I'm not gonna buy a new PC. I'm gonna wait for like at least 1 more year. I don't have the money right now. It's too expensive. Instead, I'm gonna keep gaming on consoles. And keep my PC as only a streaming machine. Right now, that's what it is. It just streams. That's all it takes care of. It runs the stream. And if I can get my hands in the meantime on like an Xbox Series X, then I would have every single console, and then not having gaming PC wouldn't be so bad anymore, because I would basically have access to everything, right? The other thing is, like, instead of like investing $4,000 in a new PC, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of that money into other stuff that I want, just for the, like, my office, just so I can work better at my day job. Like, a better chair would be fantastic, because my back hurts like hell, and especially when I'm streaming long hours, it's not great either. So like, that's the first thing I get is a new chair. Then I would love a standing desk, would be fantastic. So I'm gonna invest in those things, like buy new lights for the stream, that kind of stuff. And I'll wait for next year, and then next year I'll start planning on like getting a new PC. At least that's the plan right now. I understand a few fights broke out between the miners of Esfrost and Glenbrook at first, but such is bound to happen when two nations come together. Thankfully, they've learned to communicate, and now everything is progressing apace. Hey, I got a stone! In a mine! Right? Aiming on the new chair. I've been debating getting one for ages, but shoot, those get darn pricey. Yeah, the chair I'm getting is like 1,500. It's a crazy, crazy pricey chair. It's, I'm getting a, Jesus, I forgot the name. It's the same kind of chair that Ko has. And a ton of other streamers. Ermin Miller. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Ermin Miller. So I'm getting one of those. So I'm gonna be super comfy, but it's the kind of chair that like apparently you buy, and like a lot of big streamers I've said multiple times that like they bought one and then like 8 years later they still had the same chair and it was still super comfy and it still felt great and everything. It's the kind of chair that like it's super pricey, the Ermin Millers, but like you just don't change it afterwards unless it breaks down for some reason, like you throw it off a balcony or something. You probably will keep it for a very long time. Yeah, they're like a grand USD, so like probably around like a 1,400 here, taxes and everything. That's what I'm getting. I was running up to like 1,500. The mine itself is larger than I imagined. I believe my Auk could fly cleanly through its tunnels. Well, isn't that convenient that you're mentioning that, as this looks like a battlefield? So, oh. Vanguard Scarf? Guarantees first action at the start of battle. Ooh. Do I want to equip that to somebody? I don't know where I would want to give that to. The thing is, like, usually when we start a battle, I tend to wait a few turns without moving too much. So I let enemies kind of get closer and then I make my move. So like making my move first wouldn't change much of anything. In fact, it would hinder me more than it would actually help. Let's at least make sure we have equipped the ring though. Wait, you're here now? Lord Serenoa, I owe you a debt of gratitude. At last I may pursue my research free from the ministry's stifling orders. I'm a student of ice magic, particularly the fascinating crystalline structures of the ice itself. You see, as the surface melts, a quasi-liquid layer forms, and... Forgive me, my lord, I find magic to be a fascinating topic of conversation. Though I am but a scholar, I swear to you I will prove that ice magic has its place on the battlefield. Bro, you're good. Who? Have a lot of money though. Probably should think about some upgrades. Who needs an upgrade? Maybe more damage would be nice. You. Oh, no, wait, the archer. The archer. She needs accuracy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She does need accuracy. I mean, making it more tanky wouldn't be bad. Oh, the mage. Ice resistance by 15%. I mean... Not sure about speed. More damage. Ice resists. How do I equip them stuff though? Accessories. Is it roaster? Oh, there it is, yeah. Wait, who's got the ring? Nobody? Oh no, okay, there it is, okay. What if I give him the Vanguard stuff? If we get a first move guaranteed, and I could place my tank accordingly. Although not every battle will have me be able to have the tank on the field. I'm gonna wait for that. I'm not sure what who I want to give it to. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Lurk, okay, thank you, Captain. I appreciate it. That's the one thing I'm getting. They're like grand though. This PlayStation release only. You mean this game? No, this game is on everything. Sorry. Is it on everything? I'm playing on Switch right now. I'm not sure if it's like. Not a huge fan of the filter over the sprites in the play scene. Do you mean in FF6? On Steam with no luck. I'm not sure. It might be Switch only actually. Hold on. Triangle strategy was strategy. Yeah, it's just on Switch. No, here? Oh, yeah. There's always a kind of filter in that style. The whole like Octopath Traveler has like this kind of like filter over everything. And I was never a big fan of it. I do like this art style a lot. Like I like the like 2D, 3D thing. Because it allows to use the sprites. But I still feel like everything could be cleaned up a little bit. For sure, yeah, everything looks blurred. Yep. Wonder if it would help if I had like one of those things that were supposed to increase the quality of the video a bit. I'm not sure though. Oh, this is a new battle. This is new. Magic users can strike from a distance and are feared on the battlefield. There are area of attack. Oh, we'll do that one. Didn't realize we already had a new muck battle. You're not wrong.